Cool. So guys, first of all, like I want all of you to basically welcome to this new course, right? And you know what, you will be learning something really practical things right now, right? Which is very relevant if you really want to make a career in tech, right? So very warm welcome to all of you guys. Okay. Now let's start. Okay. So before let's before learning, let's know about each other. Okay. Everyone ready? Okay. So I want all of your response, guys. Where are you from? So which part of India you are sitting? Jaipur, Mumbai, Kolkata, Jharkhand, Delhi, Nagpur, Bangalore. Okay, it's very near. Okay, Nainital, that's great. Chennai, Pune. Okay, Vagalpur. Okay, great. Bihar, Coimbatore. Okay, you know what? The whole Bharat is here. Are you able to feel, right? The whole Bharat, different culture, different kinds of people, different hobby, different education, right? So that's great, right? So let's learn something really awesome in this whole 1 week. Maharashtra, okay, that's great. Kashmir, okay. Gajidawad, that's great. Anyone from outside India? Uttar Pradesh, okay. Patna, okay, great. Cool. So what is your favorite subject, guys, when you are learning in childhood? What is your favorite subject? Let's see. Okay, I started from maths. Okay, again math. Okay, what else, guys? Chemistry, mathematics, okay, in English, okay, science, okay, science, drawing, that's great, okay, physics, math, history, okay, politics, okay, awesome, biology, that's great, okay, Sanskrit, cool. Okay, do you have any experience with any programming language, guys? You can type 1 or 0. Like, do you have any experience? Not at all. Okay, JavaScript, some Java. Okay, C, basic HTML. That's great. Okay, C++. Yes, in my college, cool. I have learned for Python basics. Okay, no experience. Okay, no experience. That's great. That's great. Okay, even if you don't have any experience, that is totally fine. Okay, we'll be starting from zero. Cool. Java, Spring, that's good. Okay, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. Okay, I know full HTML. That's great. I know React. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so guys, do you have any dream company in your mind? Like, okay, one day I want to work in that company. I like to work in that company. Google, okay, the first one, Wipro, Google. That's okay if you don't have, like, okay, someone is typing sadi.com. That's great. Okay, Masai, okay, Amazon, IM, acha, okay, Nvidia, Paytm, Apple, TCS, Tesla. Okay, that's great. LinkedIn. Okay, awesome. Microsoft. That's great. Okay. Flipkart, right? So once you decide, okay, I need to go in that kind of company, you know what? A lot of hard work is needed for that. Yes or no? Even if you start your own business, even if you start your own startup, lot of hard work, lot of tech knowledge is required here. Product based company works, that's great. Okay, so we are on that part, we'll be doing that. Okay, but tell me one thing, to achieve something you need to have your own motivation, your own story. And I'm very okay, you can have motivation, hey, I need to earn some money. That's okay, that's okay, guys. But tell me, what is your motivation? So I'm starting. Okay, my past. Yes, you want to prove yourself. That's the point. Okay, Google and Microsoft is my motivation. That's again great. Okay, money. That's great. Okay, to provide my parents, to support. That's the best thing, guys. Think once, when you get a job, what will happen? You will uplift your whole family, isn't it, guys? Tell me one thing, isn't it? So now I want to tell you the reality. So when you will be learning these kind of things, right? It is not simple. It will be difficult. It will be challenging. Yes or no? How many of you feeling like it is super simple? No, right? So it will be difficult, but if you have that motivation in mind, if you have that motivation, that confidence in mind, you can do that, right? So there will be difficult times. At night you are working on your assignments that is not completed, but that time that motivation is helping you. Okay, that's great thing, guys. You guys are awesome. Like, you are having very high energy. I see that chat box is already flooded. Okay, that's great. Now with that motivation, let's start for day one session, guys. Everyone ready? Can you quickly confirm in chat box? So do we start for the day one? So let me share what are the topics, what are the things we'll be learning after today's session. So we'll first learn about what is programming language. What is even programming language? Okay, like why it is even important. Okay, then we'll be learning our first JavaScript code. We'll start from practical, guys, right? So we'll not going to deep in theory and all. We'll start from super practical. Our first JavaScript code. We'll learn about console.log. Okay. Then we'll learn about what is comment in JavaScript, what is variable in JavaScript, and what is data types in JavaScript. So that these will be the agenda for the session, guys. Can you quickly confirm? Should we start? Okay. So now let's start, guys. Can you tell me what is this? What is this? You can call it, this is logo for JavaScript. Okay, this is logo for JavaScript. Again, JavaScript is a programming language, right? So when I say a programming language, now let's understand this with a story. Okay, let's say these are your three friends. Okay, you have three friends and they are talking in Spanish. Guys, do you know Spanish? Can you tell me quickly, confirm in chat box? Do you know Spanish? Yes or no? Okay, no. Maybe few years, that is okay. But many of you don't know Spanish, and your friends are talking in Spanish language, right? Now, after this, guys, tell me one thing. What will be your reaction? Your reaction will be, "अरे भाई कहना क्या चाहते हो? I'm not able to understand anything. What you are talking about? Because I don't know Spanish. Yes or no?" This story is clear to all of you. So I have three friends who is talking in Spanish, and I'm not able to understand what they are talking about because I don't know Spanish, right? Now let's take this example. Let's say this is your computer. Guys, can you tell me, guys, what is this? Can I say this is binary? My computer understand only 0 or 1. Everyone understood? So 0 means you can assume like switch off, okay, and 1 means you can assume something like switch on, okay. So 0 1, my computer only understood 0 and 1, right? That is why this is binary values, okay. Now let's say this is you and you are writing some code. Guys, can you tell me, are you supposed to write code in 0 1? Are you supposed to write code in 0 1? No, right? You will not able to read even what is binary, right? That is why you will be writing code in any programming language, right? You use Python, JavaScript, whatever it is, right? Now, guys, I want all of your response. You understood that I write my program in a programming language. There needs to be some bodyguard. There needs to be something supervised who will convert that code to some form of 0 1 or binary code, so that my computer understood this thing. Yes or no? So this part everyone understood. Can you quickly confirm? There has to be some bodyguard. There has to be some bodyguard which is taking this programming language and converting this programming language to some low level format, so that my laptop or my computer processor can understand that 0 1 and help me with my task, right? So that is why programming language is very powerful, because we don't know about this binary code, right? But we can write some English like programming language which will be converted to some binary form, and based on that my computer will do some action, and that reaction I'm supposed to get this thing, right? So everyone broadly high level understood why programming language is important. Can you quickly confirm, guys, yes or no in chat box? So sorted till now, right? Okay. Now let's start with the next topic, how we can write our first JavaScript code, right? Okay. Now to write your JavaScript code, you need some code editor. Okay. Do you know any code editor name where you can write JavaScript code? Yes. So many of you are typing, you can use VS Code, okay? You can use any other Atom and all what not, right? But you need to have some code editor where you can write the program, right? So in this course, in this 7 days episode, we'll be using an online compiler. Online compiler, yes or no? So we'll be using some online compiler. So I'm going to share this link with all of you. You all can quickly open this compiler in your side as well. So let me share this thing. Okay, guys, can you quickly confirm that everyone is able to open this thing, right? I'm sending in chat box for everyone. Type 1 in chat box when you open this thing. Are you able to see similar kind of interface? So let me make it so this kind of interface everyone is so able to see, right? Okay, so we are going to use this compiler, okay, we are going to use this compiler called one compiler for our JavaScript code. And this is the place where we'll be writing our code. So this is the place where we'll be writing our code. And then this is the place where we are supposed to get our output, whatever output we are supposed to get. Okay. And this is the button I'll be clicking to run this thing. Okay. So I need everyone's one. Can you quickly confirm everyone understood this part? So I want all of you to open this one compiler from your side as well. So I have shared the link. So again, I'm going to share as few of you are typing. Okay. So I'm going to share this link with all of you. Okay. So now we'll be jumping to our first code. Okay. First JavaScript code. So here I'm going to write a simple thing, which is console.log. And then here I'm going to write hello world. So I need all of your response, guys. Can you all type this thing in chat box? So what I'm writing here, I'm writing here console, right? Console. Exactly the same spelling you need to write, all in small, and then dot, and then log, and this bracket. Inside that, whatever you will be writing, that you are supposed to get in your print. Okay. So now let's say I'm running this thing. How to run? I'm going to click on this run button. So if I click, can you quickly confirm, right, what we are getting? Hello world. Okay. So let's say I'm changing this hello world to hello Masai. Okay. Masai. So now if I run this thing, can you quickly confirm? Everyone sorted what I'm getting? I'm getting hello Masai. So what we understood? We understood that if we want to print something, I can use something called as console.log in JavaScript, and inside that, whatever I'm writing here, whatever you want to write here, that I'm supposed to get in my print statement. I need all of your one, guys. So far, is it clear to all of you guys? Yes or no? Okay. So let's go to some more detail then, if this is clear to all of you. Okay, guys, I want all of your response. What if I'm writing something like that? Console.log. After that, let's say I'm writing hello. And then after that, I'm adding a plus. And after that, I'm writing, let's say, Masai. Okay. Any idea, guys, what I'm supposed to get here? Like anyone? What I'm supposed to get if I write this thing, hello, and then in between I'm writing plus, and in between after that I'm writing Masai. Okay, so let me run it. So if I run it, can you see, guys, that I'm getting this hello and this Masai, which is exactly added one after without having any space. It is added. So this is one. Okay, and this is two. Okay, this one and two is added here. So hello, and then without having any space, you are getting here Masai. So is that okay to all of you? What this plus is doing? This plus is simply helping me to add multiple values, right? Okay, let's say I'm writing here another thing. Let's say welcome to the course. Okay, so now if I run it, can you see again what I'm getting? I'm getting first hello. Okay, after that I'm getting Masai. Okay, after that I'm getting welcome to the course as it is. Is that okay to all of you? So this is called concatenating value. This is called concatenating value. Is that okay? So using plus, if you use plus, it will simply add, it will simply concatenate this value, and this value. Can you all quickly type one? This second part is clear to all of you? Okay. Now let's say, guys, I want to have some space. If I run this thing, you can see my first example, I had some space because I give some space, right? But in second example, I don't have any space in between. So, sir, can I use a space here? Let's say I'm writing hello and then give a space and then I'm adding here Masai. So now if I run this thing, is it works? Yes or no, guys? I need all of your response. Come here, right? Okay. So, sir, can I do this thing? So let's say instead of adding space here, can I add space here? What do you think, guys? Will it work? So let's say if I'm running this thing, same, right? Works. Okay. Guys, can I do this thing then? Let's say I'm writing here plus and then plus, and in between here I'm adding a simple space. I need all of your response. Is this work? क्या ये काम करेगा? This is my first value, this is my second value, this is my third value. Okay, I know what this plus will be doing. this plus is helping me to add all this value. Okay, what value I'll have first? Hello. Okay, hello मेरे को मिल गया, right? After that, what value I have? I have a space. Okay, let's add a space here. Okay, after that, what value I have? I have Masai. Okay, I have Masai, and this value I'm getting, right? So, क्या ये expected है? Yes. So now, if I run this thing, can you see? Again, I'm getting the same output. I want all of your response. Everyone in this meeting understood how this plus is working inside console.log, right? Okay. Now you want something crazy? You want to learn something, some more thing here. Okay. So let's say guys, what I'm doing here, I'm going to remove this plus. Instead of plus, I'm adding here hello, comma, Masai. Any guess, guys? Anyone able to guess like what I'm supposed to get now, right now? This is my value 1, okay, and this is my value 2. Now instead of plus, what I'm adding here, I'm adding a comma separator here. Okay, now let's see. Many people are typing, sir, I'm supposed to get hello comma Masai. Okay, let's see what you are getting. I need all of your response, guys. Wow, are you able to understand what I'm getting here? Do I add any space here and here? I need all of your response. क्या मैंने कोई space add किया? No, I haven't add any space. But tell me one thing, guys. Can I say this comma is giving me a space here? Yes or no? So whenever you will be using comma, this comma will give you a space. So everyone take a note here. So comma means one space, right? Okay, so how it is working? I have hello first. Okay, my hello is printed here. After that, I have a comma. Okay, comma. Okay, then let give it a space. Okay, after that, I have Masai. Okay, I have printed Masai. Okay, cool. Someone is typing, sir. What about two comma? Okay, I'm writing this thing right now. Works? It is an error. You cannot add two comma directly, right? In between, you can add some value. Let's say I'm writing here, hello there. Okay, now if I'm running this thing, what I'm getting here? First, I'm getting hello. Cool, I'm getting hello here. After that, for this comma, what I'm getting is space. After that, I'm getting there. Okay, after that, one more comma, what I'm getting is space. Okay, after that, Masai, and here I'm getting Masai. Everyone understood what plus is doing inside console and what comma is doing inside console. Plus will simply add, okay, without doing nothing much. Okay, but this comma will give what? Give a space for you. Yes or no? Quickly type one in chat box if this understood. If you not understood, type C. Okay, so let me send this link again, as few of you are asking for me the link. So this is the compiler link. By the way, you can use any compiler, but you can use the same. Cool. So everyone got it, like we understood console.log to print something in my JavaScript. You want to go detail? Okay. Let's say I want to print something like that. Let's say here I'm writing console.log. Yeah, let me write it in small, console.log, and here I'm writing hello. Okay, and after I'm just running this thing and I'm getting hello here. Everyone understood? Okay, someone is typing, sir, what is this? What is this colon at the end I gave? Do you have the same question in your mind? What is this colon? This colon is all about syntax. Okay, this is all about the syntax. So in JavaScript, whenever we are ending a line, this is the line, this is the end of my line. So whenever I'm ending my line, I'm supposed to write colon, okay, because that represent, okay, my line is ended here, end of the statement. Exactly. Now guys, let's say I'm removing this colon, and if I run this thing, am I getting any error? Am I getting any error, or I got my value? I got my value without any error. But guys, you all want to become a good developer, right? You want to all want to become 10x developer, right? With good practices. So that is the reason I want all of you to use colon, because this is a good practice in JavaScript. Whenever you are ending your line, you are supposed to add colon. So this part is clear to all of you guys. Okay. Now let's say after that I'm writing here console.log world. world. Okay, so now if I run this thing, everyone understood what I'm getting? I'm getting hello first, that is coming from line number 3. After that, from line number 4, what I'm getting? I'm getting world. Okay, now let's say someone asked me a question, can you solve this same problem, but you need to use only one console? Problem statement is clear. मेरे को ये same output चाहिए. I need that same output, but not using two console, but only one console I can use. That's the problem statement. I need all of your response, guys. Problem statement is clear or not? Okay, so now let's say I'm removing this world from here. I'm running this thing, I'm getting hello. Okay, let's say after that I'm running this thing hello plus and then world. Okay, hello plus world. What I'm getting? I'm getting hello world present here. Do I need that? No. My output should be first hello, and after that in next line I should print world, right? Okay, now let's understand. In programming language, whenever you want to move to next line, okay, you need to use something called as backslash in. I need all of your response, guys. Can you type this thing from your keyboard? Not forward slash. This is a backslash, after that in. I need all of you to type this in chat box quickly. Not forward slash Chandra. Okay, this is a backslash. Okay, and then after that in. What this will help you to do? This will help you to move to next line. Okay, now let's understand. You want to see the magic? Okay, what I'm saying here, first add hello. After that, I'm adding here one backslash and then n. After that, I'm writing plus and then world. Okay, now let's see. I need all of you. Wow, guys, everyone understood how this is working? Let's decode it. First, you have a value called hello. You are printing here hello. Okay. After that, what value you have? You have a value of backslash n. That is why your cursor now comes to the next line at this position. Okay. After that, you are adding world, and that is how we are getting world printed here. So, our problem solved? Yes or no? Can you quickly confirm you all understood console.log? There we learn about three things. One is plus, second one is comma, and third one is backslash n. This is for moving next line. Okay. This is for a space. Okay. This is simply add the value. Right? Okay. Sir, how can I use the plus sign? This is plus sign. It will help you to add. You just need to use your keyboard to type plus. So hello plus backslash in, enter. So hello is printed. Backslash in moves to the next line. And then again plus adding value with world. Sorted. Can I get everyone's one? Is it okay so far? Okay. So now let's move to something, our presentation. Okay. Chalo. So we all understood that we will be using one compiler. Okay, cool. And we write our first JavaScript code, which is console. What this console is helping us? Console is helping us to print something. So print some output in my console using JavaScript console.log. Okay, cool. So now let's move to this part. Okay. I need all of your time, guys. Please try to think here and tell me what is this. Yes, you will be able to get the recorded video, everything, the note, recorded video, everything will be there. Okay, cool. What is this, guys? Can I call this is kind of a mark sheet or some report card of a student? Yes or no? Any idea how this is done? How this is created? Anyone having any idea? Can I say this is created from console? Let's understand. Okay, what you are able to see, guys, can I break it down like that? Let's say I'm writing here console.log and I'm printing this whole thing. After that, next line console.log, and here I'm printing space and then report card, then space, something like that. Are you able to relate? Can you print the whole console from here to here? I need all of your response, guys. Works? So let's understand. Okay. So first we need to print a lot of star. Okay. Let's move to here. Here we have our console, okay, and here we are printing lot of star. Okay, done. Am I getting this thing? Okay. After that, what I'm doing here report card I need to print, right? So what I'm doing here, I'm going to add some space, okay, then report card, okay. After that, I'm adding some space here, okay, cool. So now if I print this thing, can you see I'm getting the same pattern like we had? Okay, so if I come here, can you see the same pattern we had here? Yes, okay. After that, again a lot of star, okay, again a lot of star. So now if I print this thing, are you getting the format? This is our first header for our report card, right? Okay, now tell me guys, can you do this play? Can you able to create this thing and surprise to your friend that, hey, first 15 minutes, see what I have learned. And now think, can you create some pattern, some design using star and all? Like WhatsApp, many of you are seeing, right? Yes. So idea is that take it from there and try to print something, some cool things. I need all of your response that all of you can do this thing, type 1. Understood? So this is, let's say, console.log mathematics, then some space, then A, then some space. Okay, great here. Cool. Okay, so now let's move to the next topic, that is we are going to learn, which is comment in JavaScript. Okay, so now let's come here. Okay, so now let's say I'm coming into this. Okay, and let's say I'm writing here, this is a report card of Pablo Pandey. Okay, I need all of your response. I have written some text. Okay, can I call this as text? Yes or no? So this part, can I call it a text? Yes, this is a text. Okay, and can I call this part? Okay, this is my JavaScript console. Okay, now what happen if I run this? I need all of your response, guys. What will happen if I run this? क्या होगा अगर मैं इसको run करूंगा तो? If I run this thing, what we are getting, guys? Is it expected, guys? Tell me, is it a JavaScript code? क्या ये एक JavaScript code है? No, right? This is definitely not a JavaScript code, right? Now let's say your JavaScript is this. This is your JavaScript, okay? JavaScript come to line number 1, ठीक है? There is nothing. Come to line number 2, 3, 4, 4. Hey, I don't know this thing, right? Let's throw an error. So this is a report card Pablo Pandey. Unexpected identifier. That means this is not a JavaScript syntax. So that is why you are getting an error. Everyone understood? Now let's say I want this line to be ignored by JavaScript. ये part दिमाग में है सबको कि I want ये जो line है, this line should be ignored. You know the meaning of ignore, right? Ignore याद है, पता है सबको, right? I want this line to be ignored by my JavaScript engine. So in that case, I can use comments in JavaScript. So now if I write it like before this thing, if I write here double slash, can you all type this thing for me? So this double slash is helping me to comment this particular line, so that when now JavaScript start executing this code, JavaScript will ignore this line number 4 and come to line number 5, 6, so on. So now if I run this thing, we are not supposed to get any error. Why? Because I make a comment here. Is this super clear, guys? I need all of your response. If I want to ignore some line by JavaScript, I can use comment in JavaScript, right? Okay. Can I call this as this line, whatever line I have, this is ignored. Okay. Now tell me one thing, why comment needed even? So let's say right now, how many line of code I have? I have 3 line of code, right? Now tell me one thing, let's say you are working in Uber. Okay. Can you guys just based on your idea tell me how many lines of code there will be in an application like Uber? What is your thought process here? It will be huge. I need all of your response. It will be huge line of code and function and all everything, right? So now let's say you join Uber, right? You need some guide, right? Let's say there is a code, there is a 20 line of code. You need to understand this code, that what is this code about? What problem this code will solve? So that is why you can write a comment there. So can I say comment in JavaScript increase the readability of our code? I need all of your response, guys. Comment in JavaScript increase the readability. So better you are able to read, you are able to debug your code, right? It's a good practice that you write comment always for a meaningful code, right? And this part will always going to ignored by your JavaScript. So this is a single line comment. Now let's say I am adding this thing here. This is another line. What do you think, guys? Now line number 5, again this is the uncomment line, right? Again you are supposed to get an error. So what you can do, you can use one another single line comment again here, and this is again sorted, right? Now let's say there is one more way you can do comment in JavaScript, which is called multi-line comment. So in that case you can use one slash and then one star. Okay, after that one star and one slash. Can you all type this thing? So slash star star slash. So now in between whatever you will be writing, that will be ignored. So let's say I'm copying this thing, I'm pasting this thing here. Okay, let's say this is one more. So now all this line, whatever I'll be writing here in between, this will be ignored by JavaScript. So that is the reason this is called multi-line comment in JavaScript using slash star star slash. So in between whatever you will be writing, that will be ignored. So now if I run this thing, everyone understood that this part is comment. So that is why JavaScript is ignoring this part. Everyone in this meeting understood what is comments in JavaScript. Okay, let's quickly do the revise here. So we understood that comment part is ignored by JavaScript engine while execution. Comment can be used to explain JavaScript code. Yes or no, right? They makes my code more readable, hence more maintainable for a group of developers, right? Okay, now there can be two type of comment. One is single line comment using double slash. Okay, one is multi-line comment using slash star star slash. So in between whatever you will be writing, that will be comment. So that is all about comment in JavaScript. So far whatever we have discussed, anyone having any doubt till here? Like, I'm opening comment box. Cool, are you getting it? We are going slowly. Are you enjoying? Okay, let's move to one of the very important topic of today's session, that is called variable. Okay, so now forget about everything and let's understand what is variable. Tell me, guys, what is you are able to see here? Can you tell me what is this? Can I say this is called box, some package, some container, right? Yes or no? Some box, package, container. Yes, exactly the same thing. So in JavaScript, I need all of your attention again, guys. In any programming language in JavaScript, variables are nothing but a box, an empty box which can store some value or data inside is it. Yes or no? So variable in JavaScript is nothing but a empty box where you can store some data, some value into it. Yes or no? So this point is clear to all of you. Point one, variable in JavaScript kya hai? Nothing but a box. It is a box where you can store some data. Okay, let's take an example. Who is your favorite cricketer, guys? कौन है आपका favorite cricketer? Who is your favorite cricketer? Okay, Virat, Mahi. Okay, Mahi, Dhoni, Virat, Yuvraj. That's great. Okay, Mahi, Virat, Dhoni. Okay, Rohit. That's great. Okay, cool. So let's say this is your Virat. Okay, this is your favorite cricketer. Let's say Virat is your favorite cricketer. Okay, now this is a name. This is a data. I need all of you to know. Can I call this Virat as a data? Data. This data I want to store into a box. So what I'm supposed to do? First, I'm supposed to take a empty box, right? First, I'm supposed to take a box, and inside this box, what I'm supposed to do? This value Virat that I have, that I'm supposed to store into this box. So that is the problem statement variable solves. Is that okay? Variable in programming language is nothing but a empty box which can store some data into it. क्या ये clear है guys? I need all of your response. Take 30-second time and think. Variable एक box है जिसके अंदर आप कुछ data store कर सकते हो. Sorted? Okay, let's do the practical first then. Okay, let's say I want to store Virat in a box. So problem statement is clear. I want to store the value Virat in a box. So what is the first step I need to do? First step I need to is that create a empty box. Okay. What is the second step? Second step is that store the value in the box. Right. Now first step, let's solve. How to create an empty box? So whenever you will be creating an empty box, you will be using let. Can you all type? So if you want to create a variable, if you want to create an empty box, you need a keyword in JavaScript called let. Can you all type? So this let will help you to create an empty box. After that, you need to type the name of your box. So let's say my box name is player. Okay. Can I give a box name like player? So let player. Okay. I have created my box, right? Now what I need to do? I need to store a value called Virat. So what is my value? My value is Virat. So this is my value, right? So this value I'm going to store into this box. I'm telling let a player is equal to Virat. And this is how I create a variable where I'm storing my player name called Virat. So is this clear to all of you guys? Can you quickly confirm? Are you able to getting it? Is it easy? Yes. So let's say you want to store your username. Let's say you are creating an application there you want to store the user. What you will be doing? So you'll be typing let user and let's say your username is Pablo. Okay, so I'm storing here Pablo. Okay. Okay, now let's say I want to store a number called 10 in a variable. So can I create let num is equal to 10? I need all of your response. Just this part. How to create a variable? Is this part is clear to all of you? Can you do that? Can you create a variable and store your age? Yes, sir, I can do it. I can create like let age is equal to what is your age? Let's say 24, right? So this is how I'll be creating a variable where I can store 24. Okay, this is how I can create a variable where I can store this value called Pablo, right? That is how we are creating variable. Now tell me one thing, guys. Let me remove this thing and here I'm writing console.log and here I'm writing player. Okay. I need all of your response, guys. What I'm supposed to get? What I'm supposed to get in my output? Anyone having any idea? What I'm supposed to get? So here line number 7, what we have this Virat stored in a box. So this is a box called player. Here the value Virat is stored. Okay, line number 12, I have also created a box called user and stored a value called Pablo. Okay, and then after that, line number 15, I'm writing console.log player. Okay, now let's run it. Can you tell me, guys, what is the value stored in a variable called player? Virat is the value, right? So that is the reason we are getting Virat printed here. But tell me one thing, what if I'm writing something like that? What I'm supposed to get? Now this player itself is a value. So inside that I'm printing, hey, please print console.log player. Can you see again I'm getting player. If I want to print the value of a variable, I need to remove this quotation and directly I need to pass the variable name. Let's say I'm writing here player. I'm getting the value of this player Virat. So let's say I'm changing this Virat to Mahi, right? Let's say Mahi. So now if I print this thing, can you see I'm getting Mahi printed here? Why? Because I have stored Mahi value in this variable called player. Is that okay, guys? I need all of your response. Can you all type 1? Are you understood? Okay. So guys, can you tell me what if I'm writing here player comma user? Do you know? What comma is doing inside console? Comma inside console will give you a space, right? Can you see here, Mahi? After that, you got a space because of comma, right? And after that, that user will help you to print Pablo here. So that is how you can create a variable in JavaScript. This part is clear, right? Cool. So now let's move, okay? Let's move to the next thing. Okay, so we learn about how to create a variable. Now let's understand there are a few rules to create a variable name. Let's understand this rule one by one. So I'm going to come here. So now let me remove this thing from here to here. So there is some rule you need to maintain while giving a name here. You cannot give any name. There are some rules that you need to follow. So let's start from one by one. Okay. First rule. So rule one is called as that whenever you will be creating a variable, जब भी आप एक variable create करोगे, that must should start with either a letter or a underscore or a dollar sign. Okay, now first rule is saying that whenever you will be creating a variable, let's say in my case my variable name is player, so always this variable name should start with a letter. Guys, can you tell me p is the first value, is it a letter? Can I call p is a letter, yes or no? Yes. So P is a letter. So I can create a variable name with a letter. So player, right? Okay. Let's say I'm creating one more variable called underscore player. Guys, can I create a variable called underscore player? Yes. So you can use either letter for the first or underscore, or even you can start your variable name with a dollar. That is completely okay. So if I run this thing, you can see I'm not getting any error because you can create a variable name like that. That is rule number one. So guys, tell me then, what if I'm writing here percentage player? Percentage, is it a letter, guys? Can you quickly confirm percentage is a letter? No, right? Percentage is underscore. क्या percentage underscore है? No, right? Percentage is dollar? No, right? So now let's see what I'm getting. I'm getting an error because our rule number one is not valid. Again, upper can I use this sign, guys? No, these are called special characters. So whatever you are able to see on your keyboard like that, again an error. So let's say I'm using something hashtag. I'm running this thing. Again an error. Let's say I'm using something called as star. Okay. Again I'm getting an error. Let's say I'm doing something like a dollar. Now tell me, can I create dollar? Can I create a variable with dollar? Yes, I can. So I'm not getting any error. So rule number one is super clear to all of you guys. Can you quickly confirm? Right. Now, rule 2 is very simple. Rule 2 says that once you create a variable, that is fine. Okay. So, rule 2 is says that after the first digit, so after that, you can have letters, okay, or you can have digit, okay, or you can have underscore, or you can have dollar. Okay, rule 2, let's understand. Okay, now tell me one thing, guys. Can I create a variable name like that? 10 player. Can I create a variable name like that? 10 and after that player? No, I cannot create a variable name like that because my rule 1 says that my variable name should always start with a letter or underscore or dollar. So here I'm starting with a number which is invalid, right? So I cannot create a variable name like that. But can you tell me, guys, one thing? Can I create a variable name like that? Player 1. Now let's run this thing. So now you can see I'm not getting any error because our rule 2 comes into the picture. So first digit only can be a letter, underscore or dollar. After that, all this digit, whatever you will be having here, that can be either letter, या फिर like A to Z, right? या फिर 0 to 9 which is your digit, or it can be underscore, or it can be dollar as well, right? So because here this is digit and it is allowed in between, so can I create a variable name like that? PLA1 y here. Yes, I can create, because after that I can have digit. Okay, but tell me one thing guys, can I create a variable name like that? So after that, first is this, after that I have letter, okay, this percentage. Is this percentage a letter? No. Is this percentage is a number? No. Is this percentage is underscore? No. Is this percentage is dollar? Definitely no. So that is the reason we are supposed to get an, just a minute guys. Let me reload it again. Yes. So now you can see again everyone that here we are using percentage. This is invalid. You cannot use percentage in between. So that is why you are again getting an error. So far, rule 1 and rule 2, everyone is understanding, everyone is clear about rule 1 and rule 2. Can you quickly confirm? Okay. Rule 3, very simple. Rule 3 says that you cannot have a space in a variable name. So let's say I'm creating a variable like that. Let's say I'm creating let user name is equal to Pablo. Guys, is it a valid variable name? Line number 7. Is it valid? What do you think? Can I create a variable name like that? Username? Yes. So if I run it, you can see there is no error. But let's say I want to make it look good. I'm writing here user space name is equal to Pablo. What will happen, guys? So now if I run this thing, can you see again we are getting an error, because our rule 3 says that in my variable name I cannot have a space in between. So cannot have a space in a variable name. So because in this variable I have space, so I cannot create a variable name like that. So what I can do, I can remove this space. Now if I run this thing, you can see there is no error again. Is it super clear, guys? I need all of your response. Are you able to understand? Yes. Now rule 4. So rule 4 says that there are few keyword you cannot use. You cannot use in variable name. So there are few word in JavaScript which are very sensitive, that are called keyword. You cannot use a variable name keyword. Let's say I'm writing a let, and after that I'm writing let equal to Pablo. So can I create a variable name called let? Let's say this, if I'm able to create or not. No, because in JavaScript there are list of 37 such word. There are list of 37 such word called keyword. You cannot have a variable name with those keyword in JavaScript. Let's say I'm writing here for. Okay, if you don't know, like this is helping us to run a loop. So I'm writing let for equal to Pablo. Can I create a variable name called for? No, because these keywords are restricted in JavaScript. So, sir, can I create a variable name called if? So I'm running this thing. No, you cannot create a variable name called if, because it is restricted. Now, sir, where I can see all those restricted keyword, do I need to remember? No, you don't have to remember. Let me show you the chart of all of this thing, and slowly in this curriculum you are able to learn. So these are all list of keyword which you cannot create a variable name. You cannot create a variable name for. You cannot create a variable name called class. You cannot create a variable name called false. You cannot create a variable name called new. Do I have to remember, sir? No. Just have a read once. In this curriculum, you will able to understand all of this thing, what it is doing and all. But for now, these are the word you cannot use for your variable name. So Assis, these are called keyword in JavaScript. You cannot create a variable name with these, with all of these things. And if you ask, sir, what is the function of all of this? We will learn all of this slowly in this curriculum. Is that okay? Ashish, quickly confirm. So this rule is super clear to all of you, right? So rule 4, there are some keyword you cannot have a variable name of. Okay. So rule 5. Okay, there are one more rule remaining. Okay, rule 5. Rule 5 says that variable names are case sensitive in JavaScript. Okay, now let me give you an example. So let's say I create a variable called let name. Here I'm writing, let's say Pablo. Okay, after that I'm writing, let's say let, and then name, and here I'm writing, let's say Motu. Okay, after that, let's say I create one more variable called let, and here I'm writing something like that name, and here I'm writing Patalu. Okay. And I am giving you a task. Okay. What if I'm writing here console.log name? I need all of your response, guys. What I'm supposed to get in my output from line number 11, what I'm supposed to get in my output. Okay. Cool. Is it option A? Option A is Pablo. Okay. Cool. Option B is Motu. Okay. Option C is Patlu. Okay, option D is syntax error. Okay, let's understand. Here I have created a box. Okay, box name is name, all in small. Okay, option line number 8, I created a box, all in capital, right? Okay, line number 9, I have created one more box. First one is capital. Now remaining all of this in small. Can you see I'm printing? First one is capital, remaining all are small, right? So now if I print this thing, can you see I'm not getting Pablo, I'm not getting Motu, I'm not getting Motu, but I'm getting Patlu because it is the exact matching. So variable name are case sensitive in JavaScript. These three are different box. So ये एक अलग box है, भले ही name is same, all of them are name, but this is a different box, this is a different box, this is a different box, all of them are case sensitive. So if I print here this, I'm supposed to get Patlu, not Pablo and Motu, right? So now let's say I'm printing here name like that. Okay, so now if I print like that, I'm supposed to get what? I'm supposed to get this Motu, right? Because it is exactly matching all of these are in capital. So variables are case sensitive in JavaScript. Can you quickly confirm, guys? Everyone so far clear? Okay. Now let's revise all of this thing in one go. Okay, you are ready? Cool. First rule, variable name must start with a letter or underscore or dollar. Okay. Rule 2, rest of the name can contain letter, number or underscore or dollar. So number I can add in between but not at first. Okay, cannot contain a space in between. I cannot have a space in between. Variable name are case sensitive. We understood. Okay. Special symbol, like all of this thing cannot be used in a variable name. We all see this thing, right? And variable name should not be a JavaScript keyword that are called reserved keyword. And these are all your list. Again, you don't have to remember, just have a read clearly. So rule for variable name is super clear to all of you guys. How to create a good variable name. Is that okay? Okay. Now let me share you something. So now let's say I create a variable name, something like that. Let user name is equal to Pablo. Okay. Let's say I'm creating one more variable. User name is equal to Pablo. Okay, I'm creating one more variable name, which is let user underscore name, and here I'm writing Pablo. Okay. Guys, I need all of your response. All these three are valid, yes or no? Can I have underscore in between? Yes. So option A, option B, option C, all are correct variable name. So I'm not supposed to get any error. But one question, guys, कौन सा आपको सही लग रहा है? Which one you feel is a good convention, good practice? Is this a good convention? Option 1 or option 2 or option 3? Which one is good for writing a variable? Okay, let me write one more. Okay, let's say I'm creating like that. Let user. It's Pablo. Okay. Now I need all of your response, guys. Can you tell me user name and user? Which one is better? line number 7 or line number 10, which one is better? I'm writing here user and here I'm writing username. Definitely 7 is better because user name, it is more detailed, right? Rather user can be have anything, right? User can have age, user can have, so let me give the colon as well. Yeah, so here user can have age, user can have email, whatever it is, right? So this is more better. Okay, so let's remove this thing. Okay, we understood that line number 7 is better. Okay, now I'm going to tell you the convention. So this is called snake case convention. So you have two words, user and name, and to make it more readable, you are putting underscore here. So this is called snake case convention, and this second one is called camel case convention. So your first word user, your second word name, and first this alphabet will be in capital. So user and then name. Let's see what writing user and then email. So this is a camel case. Okay, then let's say user underscore email. This is called snake case convention in JavaScript. Everyone quickly confirm understood. This is a camel case. Sorry, this is the snake case and this is our camel case convention. Okay. Now, which one is good? Your question is. So in JavaScript, it is widely practiced that we are using camel case convention. So this is a good practice in JavaScript called camel case convention. So all of you want to become good developer, use colon, use camel case convention and write detail variable name. Let's say I want to store player. So rather creating player, I'm writing here let player name. Okay, and then let's say after that I'm writing Mahi. Is this super clear, guys? Can you quickly confirm snake case, camel case, right? And which one you need to use? Cool. Now let's something like that. Okay, let's say I'm writing here after that console.log. After that I'm writing hello and then comma and then player name. Can you tell me, guys, what I'm supposed to get in my console? I need all of your response. So what I'm supposed to get in my console from line number 8? So I'm supposed to get hello and then comma will give me a space. After that player name here we have Mahi. So due to this comma, I'm supposed to get a space. So hello, comma, Mahi. That is okay, right? Okay. Now tell me one thing. What happens if I write something like that? Player name is equal to, let's say, Virat. What do you think, guys? I'm going to give you some option. Okay, option A, you are thinking, okay, I'm supposed to get Mahi only. Okay. Option B, I'm supposed to get an error. Okay. Option C, I'm supposed to get Virat. Okay. Option D, I'm supposed to get Mahi, then Virat. Do your guess. Do your guess. A, B, C, D. If you win now, like this is the day for lottery. Okay. Okay. I see many of you are typing B. Okay, cool. Any other? Few are typing C as well. Okay, that's great. Okay. Anyone want to opt for a D or A? Okay, few D as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. Now let's understand. So when line number 6, you created a box, your box name is player name, you stored a value called Mahi. Super clear. Your JavaScript is this guy. JavaScript comes to this line and create a box for you and stored a value called Mahi, right? After that, line number 8, you are referring to that same box. You are telling, hey, this is my box called player name. I don't want Mahi now. Remove that Mahi that you had, rather add Virat into this box. So I'm changing my value. I'm reassigning my variable value. After that, line number 10, hello, and then player name. Now I don't have Mahi because I have removed. So I have reassigned the variable with a new value called Virat. So that is the reason if I print it, what I'm getting? I'm getting hello Virat. So this is called reassign. Reassign the variable value. Is this super clear? So initially I created a variable with value Mahi. After that I changed that value, variable value with Virat. Okay, guys, if it is clear, tell me. I'm writing here again, player name is equal to, let's say, Rohit. What I'm supposed to get from line number 13? Hello, Rohit. Because first I start with Mahi, then I change that Mahi to Virat, then I change that Virat to Rohit, then I'm printing this player name. And what is the current value that I have in my box? I'm having Rohit. So I'm having here, hello Rohit. So that is how I'm getting printed. Again, what I'm doing here? Reassigning my variable value. Is that okay? Sir, while reassigning the value, we don't have to use let. Exactly, Haris. So you don't have to write let here because let is you will be using when you create your first box. So now your box is already created. You don't have to create a new box. You already have a box. You are writing, hey, my box, please change the value to Virat. Forget about whatever previous value you have. Haris, you understood? Very, very good question. Vikas, again, very, very same question. So we don't have to use let while we are reassigning because this player name box is already created at line number 6. Yes or no? Hi Anna, tell me everyone in chat box. This concept is clear. I created a variable. I reassign that variable value with a new value. Again, I reassign the variable value with a new value. What is the final value, Rohit? I'm printing that final value, hello, Rohit, and this hello, Rohit is coming into my output. Exactly. So that's your guys are awesome, right? You are able to understand very smooth. Okay, so let's move. So we understood that how we can reassign value in a variable. Okay, so let's move to the next topic. So far, whatever we have discussed, anyone having any doubt? We discuss about console.log. We discuss about plus. We discuss about comma. We discuss about backslash n. We discuss about comments, multi-line comment, single line comment, right? Then we discuss about variable, how to create variable, how to reassign the value of a variable. Sir, is that mean single variable can contain single value? Exactly the same. Very good point. So one single variable contain a single value for now. Okay, understood? Sure. Now let's move to the part 2 of today's session, that is called data types in JavaScript. Okay, data types in JavaScript. Now you saw this example, right? What is this? Can I call this my box? Okay, how to create a box? Let's say let user. This is my box. I have created a box and here I'm storing, let's say Pablo. Okay, here I'm storing Pablo. Okay, so this is my value. Here I have Pablo. Okay, this Pablo value I'm putting into my empty box using this syntax. So let my variable name is equal to Pablo. This part is clear. Now you understood, right? When I create a variable name, let's say called let num is equal to 10. So here I'm storing a number. Sometime I'm storing this kind of text value, right? So what is the data type? So what can be the value you can store? What are the type of value you can store in your variable? That is something we're going to understand, right? Okay, now I don't want any one of you to confuse. There are different kind of data type. Okay, different kind of data structures are available, but in this video, in this episode, we are going to learn only these 3 data type. So I want all of you to forget all of this thing, we'll learn later. This part is clear. So point number 1, we are going to learn only 3 data type today, which is string, boolean, and then number. Okay, and all this will be learning later. Okay, so let's start with string, number, and boolean. Everyone ready? Can you quickly confirm? Okay, let's start with first data type, that is called number. Okay, guys, can you tell me what do you think? Let's say I'm creating a variable let num is equal to 10. So here I'm storing a number. Can I say this is my whole number? Whole number? Whole number. Yes or no? Okay, let me create one more variable. Let's say num1. Here I'm storing, let's say 10.07. Guys, can you tell me what is this? Can I call this a decimal? or kind of float, right? Decimal, okay. Let's say let I'm storing let num2, and let's say I'm storing here minus 100. Guys, can I call this as a negative number? This is a negative number. Yes, so this is a negative number, right? So now your life is very simple. In JavaScript, whenever you will create a variable and you will be storing something value which is number, JavaScript automatically create a data type called number. So this all is nothing but a number. Okay. So this num1 is a variable name. You are storing a number here. Let's say I'm printing here. So console.log. Here I'm writing, let's say num comma num1 comma num2. Okay. So you can see if I print it, you can see I'm getting 10, which is num value, then 10.07, which is num1 value, then minus 100, which is num2 value. So automatically JavaScript is number. The data type that you are storing, the value that you are storing here in this variable is a number data type. क्या ये easy था? I need all of your response. Is it easy? Can you create a variable and store a number? Yes. So let's say let CGPA. CGPA. What CGPA you want for Pablo? Let's say 8.4. Okay. So it is a number. Yes. And then let's say I'm writing here console.log CGPA. So now if I print it, what I'm getting? I'm getting CGPA 8.4. Sorted. So this is how you will create a variable and you will store a number data type into this variable. Now let's move to the next one, which is called as string data type. Now I need all of you to understood. So in JavaScript, whenever you will be seeing anything inside this double quotation, or you can use single quotation. So whenever you will be able to see anything inside this quotation, any value, that is nothing but a string data type. Okay, let's say I'm writing here. So let user, here I'm writing, let's say Pablo. Can you tell me what is the value I'm storing here? What is the data type I'm storing here? My data type is a string because I have used double quote. So whenever you will be storing something inside double quote, that is called string. So sir, can I store anything in my string? Yes, you can store a code. This is a good class. Whatever you want, right? You can store space, you can store any special character, you can store anything that you want. String can accept anything. So now let's say I'm writing here console.log, and then I'm writing here user. So if I'm running this thing, you can see I'm getting everything printed here. So how to create a string? Whenever you want to create a string, you need to use this double quote. Okay, or you can use single quote, but guys, do not use single quote because you again want to become a good developer, right? So good developer always use double quote here to store string. Exactly, you can also store number as well inside string, that is fine. Yes. So now if I run this thing, can you see again I'm getting, right? Yes, so number within double quote, let's say I'm storing here 10. This is a string data type. This is not a number data type. This is a string data type. Okay, is that understood, Harshini? Right. Okay, so we understand about number, we understand about string. Okay, now let's understand about Boolean. Anyone having any idea what is Boolean? So did you solve this kind of problem like true or false? Okay, let's say, can you tell me guys, is there raining outside? Is there raining outside from like wherever you are watching this episode? Is there raining outside? Okay, someone is typing yes, sir. So if there is raining outside, what will be your answer? True. Okay. If for someone, let's say for me, there is no raining outside. For me, it will be false. Right? Yes, sir, in Gurugram. Okay, that's great. Yeah. So let's say I'm creating a variable here. Let is raining. Can I create a variable like that? Guys, I want all of you to focus here. Is it creative? Is it crazy? Let is raining is equal to false. What does that mean, guys? So that means there is no raining happening outside. So Boolean data type can contain only two values, either true or false. So again, you cannot have a false like that. No, exactly all small. False, if you want to store a true value, you can store true. So if I store true, what does that mean? Yes, there is a raining outside. So let's say I'm writing here console.log is raining. I'm writing here true. Okay. So let's say I'm writing here one more. Let's say let has job. Okay. Can you tell me, guys, has job? False. What does that mean? What does that mean? If I'm writing has job is equal to false. So can I say that person, whatever person I'm talking about, that person don't have any job, right? So if I'm printing has job and if I run it, can you see again I'm getting false? So is it making some sense? Is it this line number 16 it has some story into it? Is it making some sense that what I'm doing here? And I'm become creative while giving the variable name. So let's say I'm writing here once more. Let is student. Are you all student? Yes. So you are writing here true. Understood? I need all of your response. So three data type we learn. First one is number, second one is string, third one is boolean. So number can contain any number. JavaScript will automatically handle like 10, minus 100, minus 200, 3.414, whatever value you want to store. String will contain a double quote inside that whatever value you want. Okay. And boolean can have only two value, either true value or false value, right? So either it can store true or it can store a false value, right? Okay. So now I'm going to share a superpower. How you can check data type. The problem statement is, so let me come down. Okay. So we need to understand that how we can check data types. Okay, so in JavaScript, if you want to check data type, there is a superpower present called type of. Can you all type this thing for me? Type of. Type of will help me to help you to calculate, see what is the data type of this variable. So let's say I'm writing console.log. After that, I'm writing type of, and inside that type of, I'm writing okay has job. Okay, everyone know that has job is a boolean data type, and can you see? Wow, I need all of your wow. So JavaScript is automatically so powerful. It is giving you it knows whenever you store false value, JavaScript knows okay this is a boolean data type. So you can see using this type of operator, you can see the data type is present here boolean. Right now, let's say I change it from this to this. Can you tell me, guys, what is my data type? Now has job is having a data type of number, not boolean. Can you see? I'm not getting boolean again because here I'm storing 100, which is a number. So let's say I'm storing minus 100. Again, minus 100 is also a number. I'm getting number here, right? Okay. Now tell me, guys, what if I'm storing here 100 like that? Is it a number? I need all of your response, guys. क्या ये एक number है? No, this is not a number. So whenever you will be using double quote, this is nothing but a string data type in JavaScript. So you can see I'm getting number string, not a number, right? So again, I can write anything. So life is good, right? Good. So now if I run this thing, can you see again I'm getting string because this is a string value that I have stored into this particular variable. So super clear? Can you all type super clear, sir? Understood? Yes. So now let's do the revision. Whatever we are going to learn, whatever we have learned till now, let's do a rapid revision. Everyone ready? Everyone ready for the journey? Okay, we start our journey with programming language. What is programming language? We understood what is the importance of programming language because we cannot write binary, right? We cannot write binary to our computer. We'll be writing some programming language, some code which is looking like English, like code, and after that, there will be some bodyguard who will be converting that code to low level code, 0, 1, so that my computer can understood, right? And then we proceed with our first understanding that how to write our first JavaScript code, which is console.log. And can you tell me what data type I'm printing here? So here I'm printing a string using console, right? So hello world is present inside double quote. So I'm printing a string data type here, right? So printing the output in console, right? We also see what crazy, what beautiful thing we can do using console, right? After that, we learn about comment in JavaScript, why it is important, what is single line comment, how to do single line comment using double slash, how to do multi-line comment using slash star star slash, right? Okay, then we proceed with variable, right? Variable in JavaScript is nothing but a box, right, which can store some data into it. We take an example of Virat Kohli, right, storing that value into box. We know how to create a variable using let keyword, right? We know how to give a variable name. What are the rules for variable name? So do not worry, all this presentation no detail will be shared with you so that you can take reference from there. Okay, cool. Then we understand these are the sensitive word. I cannot create variable name with for. I cannot create variable name with if, right? Okay. Then how to reassign a value of a variable, right? And then data types. What is the importance of data type? We understood about string, number, boolean. And then finally we understood about type of operator, how we can check a data type of a particular variable. Is this part super clear to all of you guys? Okay, sir, please let us try to uh, answer your question. Yes, I'll go. So a lot of question will be there. Don't worry. From next session onwards, we'll be having question. We'll be having lot of question option. It will be super fun. Okay, super clear. Now is the final part where you like some movie, guys. Tell me, you like you like some movie. We are done for the session. We are just want to know some story, some background about JavaScript. Okay, some background about JavaScript before we move to the next session. Okay, so story of JavaScript, let's understand. There is a browser called Netscape Navigator. Guys, can you quickly confirm which browser you are using today? कौन सा browser आप use करते हो? You are using maybe Chrome, you are using maybe Safari. If you are using on Mac, you are using maybe Mozilla Firefox, right? You are using maybe Brave, okay? You are using maybe Edge, okay? What else? So new generation browser, you can use like Arc. Anyone know what is ARC? Arc. So this is kind of new generation browser. So Arc. So lot of option. You can use maybe Opera, okay? Right? These are all your browser, right? But in 90s, they are not exist. Yes or no? They are definitely not exist in old era, right? So in that time, the major dominating market was of Netscape Navigator. So this is a browser company of 90s era. This part is clear. There is a browser company called Netscape Navigator. And I just want to share, guys, in that time, this is how a web page looks like. This is your browser. Okay. You like it? By the way, tell me. This feels that retro gives, right, retro vibe. Okay, but definitely this is not good. This is not that super interactive like that. This is your URL, right? This is the URL. This will be clicking to load the website. Okay, this is how web pages look like, and that time this was the browser. Okay, now what happened? This is the founder of Netscape Navigator, Mac Andreessen. Okay, this is the founder of that browser company, and this guy hired a engineer. The engineer name is Brandon Eich. And job for that engineer is that, hey, you need to create a programming language for my browser so that my web application can grow more. My web application have lot of interactivities into it, right? Now, this is the guy, guys. This is Brandon Eich who created JavaScript in just 10 days. Can you believe, guys? So you takes month, we take years of year to learn that programming language, to learn that understanding. This guy created the first version of JavaScript, that V1, in just 10 days. So how smart it is, like, isn't like wow. So he created JavaScript first time. So initially name was Mocha. After that it becomes LiveScript, and eventually it becomes JavaScript that we are learning. Okay, and now after after certain time, there is a ICMA, there is an organization called ICMA who is handling all this JavaScript update, all of this thing. And now this becomes so popular. I don't think I need to tell what you can build using JavaScript. Let's say you want to build web application, you can build using JavaScript. You want to build mobile application, you can build JavaScript. You want to build VR experience, you can build using JavaScript. You want to build desktop application, you can build using, you name it. JavaScript is so popular, you can build everything. So that's how JavaScript is very, very powerful. And I don't think that this is, I need to tell, because all of you are smart, all of you know what you can do using JavaScript, right? So that is the story about JavaScript. And that is it, guys. I just want to tell you, thank you so much for being patient and tell me you understood the day, you understood the first session. Are you getting that excitement that there is more crazy thing is coming down the picture? But I want to end with this code, guys. Okay, so I believe, because I also learned, right? I also learned programming. So there will be always difficult time, guys. This is not a easy job, guys. Let's say maybe in today's session, you understood about 60% of it. So that is totally okay, guys. Even if you understood 50-60%, that is totally okay. This is not easy, guys. It will take some time. So do not even judge yourself, sir. मैं तो नहीं कर सकता हूँ. You just need some more time. I have teaching more than 5,000 students, more than 500 interviews I have taken. I understand. It's just that कुछ student के लिए it might take 1 week, for some student it might take 10 days, for some student it might take even 1 month, but all can do it. So do not judge yourself. That is the final quote that I want to share today before ending the session. Thank you so much, guys. And one thing you need to understood, guys, this is a live session, right? In that live session, your learning will be happening. You might have some questions, sir. What if that happened? What you need to do? You need to try after that using your own. If still you have doubt, every day evening you will be having a live stand-up session. In that session, your IAS will be there. Your IAS will be helping you in your doubt. Let's say I'm not able to solve few of your question, maybe. Let's say I missed, because you guys are so good audience that you are typing so much in chat box. Let's say I missed one of them. That is completely okay, because in dedicated evening stand up you have there, you please ask whatever you doubt you have. Until and unless it is resolved, please ask in that stand up session. And all the note, all the live session, presentation, everything, recording, every details will be there on your LMS. Soon you will be onboarded on your LMS. So do not worry, you will get everything, the whole package. That's it, guys. Thank you so much. So I'm done with the session. Let me stop the recording. Yep.